Morning folks, so it's Saturday the 18th of January. Okay, decision was made. I had a bit of a tummy bug during the week, and obviously after my struggles on last weekend's 15-kilometer race, I've made the decision that I'm not going to run the Bay to Bay tomorrow. Instead, I'm going to do the Two Oceans 22-kilometer training run. For the last few years, Two Oceans and a few other larger races, I've started to do free training runs for people to participate in. These training runs are obviously marshalled and supported with refreshment points along the route. So it's a nice, comfortable way to get a training run in. So obviously not racing today, no time goals, just gonna get out and do the distance, take it easy, listen to my body, which Rita keeps telling me I should do, and I am doing. So, gonna bring some of this run to you. I'm not quite sure the route we're doing, but I have a feeling we are going to be going up Constantia Neck and back down again. We'll soon find out. We're due to start in about 5 minutes. Okay, I'll bring you some of the scenery on this route and tell you how my run's going. Cheers for now.
Follow the instructions, be safe, enjoy yourselves. Remember, that's the start of the long course 22k runners. The short course 12k runners will be starting at 7 o'clock in half an hour's time.
Okay, so we started off running along Ladies Mile in Birdfleet. So we're running all the way up Ladies Mile as far as the Emporium, then we're going to turn onto Spansmacher Road and run so we get 11 k's, turn around and come back. So undulating route, not major hills, which probably in my weakened state is a good idea for today. Okay, we'll bring you sights along the route. Right, we have 5k's in, 33 minutes, so nice and easy. Another 6k's and then we're going to turn around. So this is Spansmacher River Road. We are just climbing the last of the 3 hills. Which have been known to terrorize many around us in the past. So the next section is pretty flat, slight incline, and then a hill before we make the turn. So we're running through Constantia now. We'll be slowly heading towards Takai. Catch up with you guys a little bit further along. Okay, we are 6.5 k's in. To me, we're still on the Spansmacher River Road, but this road has a habit of changing its name. the different suburbs you get into, it's a different name. So I'm not quite sure what it's called here. We have run along this road before. And Constantia Village 15k, we ran down this road. And then more recently in the Manor House 16k, we ran in the opposite direction, which was almost at the end of the run. So this area is called Tokai Forest, although there's not much left of the forest these days. So we're obviously heading out of Constantia and into Tokai. Beautiful morning, cool, it's quite humid, but there's no wind, which is fantastic. So we've obviously got 4.5 k's until we turn. Feeling okay, going along about 6:15 a k. Pace has picked up slightly, but not really looking at the pace. Chatting to a few people on the route. If I can get some people to chat to us, I will do a couple of interviews a little bit further on. Right, we will talk just now. So we've got about 800 meters to go until we turn. Went through the 10k in 65 minutes, which is bang on pace. I must admit, I'm not particularly looking at my watch. I'm just running to feel. So really looking forward to the turn and the journey home. We'll catch up with you guys just now. Okay, so we've just turned. For some unknown reason, they actually said the turnaround point at 10.8. So of course we've all, because we're crazy runners, have continued with the extra 200 meters. So I haven't factored in this return hill, but nonetheless we have an extra hill. Got a water point coming up, so an excuse to stop and have something to drink. Catch up with you guys a little bit further along the route. Cheers for now. Our return leg, just over 12 k's done, so 10 to go. Nice to have a little bit of downhill, so we've got some flat coming up before we hit the 3 hills. Bit of history on these hills. Obviously they've been here for a long time, but in the 80s my father organised a 10k race which incorporated these 3 hills. Ended up being one of my quicker times, and in fact I may have set my PB on it, 36 minute for 10k. But I always then referred to those hills as Dad's Hills, and then in recent years me and my friend Kathy renamed them as Brian's Hills. So there's 3 of them, and they're harder this way than the way we came out, and each one gets harder, the last one being quite a bagger. But once we've done that, we've only got then about 2.5 k's to go till we finish. I will catch up with you guys just now. So this to our right is Paulsmoor Prison. For those of you who know your history, you'll know that this is where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned after he was taken from Robben Island, and before he was then moved to Paarl, pending his final release.
Too busy, morning night.
We have just another 13 k's, so we've got 9 to go. Catch you a little bit further along the route. So I've just gone through 15 k's in 1:37, so keeping exactly to pace. That means, of course, I've got 7 k's to go. So we are about 2 k's away from the first of Brian's hills. So I'll certainly give you some commentary on those hills. Okay, I'm going to keep plodding on here and chat to you just now. 16 k's done, and we're coming up to a water point. To the bottom of the downhill, and we're about to commence Brian number 1. So each of these hills gets harder. So this one's not too bad. I should hope to get up here with no problems. Luckily the last one has a water point halfway up, so we have an excuse to stop there. Okay, chat to you at the top. Right, Brian number 1 successfully completed. We're now on the short downhill, and ahead is Brian number 2. Probably about the same length, but a little steeper. Okay, we're well into Brian number 2. Probably about halfway. Steepest part's coming now. We've got a bend here. Then it turns again to the left, and then we're at the top. Okay, check you there. Just over 18 k's done, and Brian number 2 completed. We're now on the downhill leading to Brian number 3. And as a matter of interest, I've now equaled last Saturday's distance, so I'm slowly getting into my longest run of the year. Okay, we'll chat to you once we start this final climb of the day. So this is Brian 3. And as mentioned, our last water point of the day. We'll chat at the top. Okay, the top of Brian 3, and that one, as I said, is a bit of a bugger, and it lived up to its name. Good news is, thank you, we're almost at 19 k's. Thank you, thank you.
It's up the bridge and then
Yep.
it's downhill.
So literally just over 3 k's to go. I'm very much on home territory now. Got this little incline here over the freeway, and then it's downhill all the way. I'll chat to you guys at the end. Not quite the loneliness of a long distance runner, but close. 2.5 Ks to go. So 20 Ks done, 2 hours, 7 minutes 48. So that last five was significantly quicker, which is quite surprising. Okay, we're in our last 2 Ks. The road is still going down at the moment. It's got to level off just now for the finish. 1.9 Ks to go. Not that I'm counting. Chat with you just now. Obviously approaching the finish. 22's just come up on my watch. Strange, there's no timekeepers there, guys. Okay, cool. 2 hours 20 on the dot. Gonna grab myself a Coke and chat to you guys just now.
Alright folks, if you want to just pipe down the conversation, if I ask the music just to go down a fraction as well, please.
Right, 22 Ks done and dusted. Well on my way to 60 Ks for the week. Made the right decision there to not do Bay to Bay tomorrow. My tummy was playing up a little bit on the run, but not too bad. I must check my times afterwards, but obviously that looked like it was pretty much a nice, handy negative split, which may mean that I've got a little bit more strength than I think I have. So that's all good. We will again make a decision during the week whether it's plan A or plan B. So plan A, I can already tell you, I will not be attempting the ROADRUNNING Marathon. I may attempt 36. We'll see how things go. Plan B is to run from home to the Sandflay Park Room and then Park Run and then run home, which will give me about 25 Ks. So we'll see. I mean, at this stage, it's training. We're building for the Cango Ks. So I'm almost back in my car, so all that needs to be said now is please send us a comment. Tell me how you're keeping. And then like the video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. We're building quite nicely, but still a long way to go to get to that 1,000. So get your friends, get your family, get them to subscribe to the channel. We'd really like to get to that 1,000 as soon as we can, so we can bring you lots more content and hopefully survive. Okay, thank you very much for watching. We'll chat to you next week. Cheers for now.